Drink it in, man.
Cornbread! Cornbread! Touchdown, Detroit Lions!
Drink it in, man.
Cornbread! Cornbread! Touchdown, Detroit Lions!
Drink it in, man. Drink it in, man. Detroit Koolaid. Detroit Koolaid drinkers. What's going on, everybody? It's your host, Derek Oakley. You know what it is, right here on the Detroit Koolaid Cast, talking about those lines. And I'm fired up today. Unfortunately, my co-host at Chops in the D, Choppy Chop, the Chopster brother, is not going to be on today. The dude is sick. His kids are sick. His wife is sick. I don't know what is going on over at that household, but you know Oakley's here to do the damn thing. And I didn't do a Kool-Aid packet on Monday because I was like, man, I just want to talk all about this with Chops and whoop it up. And I'm like really fired up because our Lions just absolutely did up the Dallas Cowboys in Detroit. We put up 44. We beat them by 14. You know, at times this game was close. There were some bad referee calls. But the Lions did what they had to do. Protected home. Put up points. I told anybody that would listen it would be 38-31. So I was very close to not only the score, but knew that we were going to get Dubsky. And that's exactly what happened. So what I think I'm going to do, because as of like 10 minutes ago, I didn't expect to do a full solo show, but you know I can just turn on the mic and talk for, 30, 45, an hour 15, 2 hours football here on the pod. But I didn't have, so I expanded my prep, and I have 4 bullet points with no sub-bullet points, and I'm going to just talk ball through this episode. So I think we're going to do gimmick game review against Dallas, some news and notes. I want to lift up and talk a very tiny bit, but I need to get it in, about the Detroit Koolaid Cast Fantasy League. Some of the guys that did great in that and how fun that was and how competitive and all the craziness that went down. May or may not hit on the fact that I just blew out at Chops in the D here in the final week. It was like 170 to like 90 points. I don't even know. It's just embarrassing for him, not for me. But my team didn't do as good as hoped throughout the season. But we'll get to that, as well as the Oakley fantasy recap. Just give you a couple of my great things. We are in the fantasy playoffs. I won't spend too much time because I know some of you don't love fantasy football. But you better stay tuned to the end because we're talking Lions versus Statty Patty Matty Statty over there in L.A. with those wimps. So we're going to travel over there. Oh, but they're the best team in football. They're the kings of the NFC. I don't care. I don't care how many receivers they got. I don't care how well their quarterback's playing. I don't care they got 2 good running backs. Don't tell me about their pass rush, their defense turning the ball over. This, I don't care. The Lions are coming to get this ball game. It's a big-time ball game. It is a tough matchup, but it's one that I am not scared of at all. So everybody, we can't mess around. I got to get right into this. And when I say get right into this, I was so hyped for this game. I know a lot of you were too. Some of you, most people on the radio, our jabrones that talk sports here in Detroit were like, this is probably going to be a loss for the Lions. And, Dallas is playing so good. And what did I tell you before the game? They got a decent quarterback, couple wideouts, and a couple ho-hum defenders. That's about it. And that's exactly what they showed up. And yes, CeeDee Lamb going down helps. But early on in this game, we get a Jakey Bates 38-yard field goal. Thank you, Dan Campbell, for kicking field goals every blue moon. We appreciate it.
All right.
Thank you, Dan.
All right.
Dallas comes back. This in the first quarter, mid-first quarter. Brandon Aubrey, is anybody with me that it's kind of ridiculous that 50, 55, even almost 60-yard field goals are just chip shots now? You almost expect them to not only go in, but go in easily. Brandon Aubrey made a 57-yard field goal like it was nothing here, and that's what this guy does. But sure enough, before the first quarter was over, a couple minutes left, there was a touchdown by the multidimensional, positionless, wait for it, insert commercial ad here.
I didn't think the pain from the shingles rash would affect simple, everyday tasks like bathing, getting dressed, or even walking around. I was wrong. Though not everyone at risk will develop it, 99% of people over the age of 50 already have the virus that causes shingles, and it could reactivate at any time. I developed it, and the blistering rash lasted for weeks. Don't learn the hard way, like I did. Talk to your doctor or pharmacist today. Sponsored by GSK.
Deck your home with Blinds.com. Blinds.com. DIY or let us install. Free design consultation. Free. Plus free samples and free shipping. Free.
Head to Blinds.com now for up to 50% off site-wide plus a free professional measure.
Blinds.com.
Rules and restrictions may apply.
Wait for it. Elite weapon. Jameer Gibbs. Yes, I did also mean to say insert commercial here. One, to make myself laugh, and two, to get a commercial in while you guys had to wait for it. Dude's electric. I mean, how many times was Gibbs catching the football here early in this game, which your boy Oakrey's been calling for since the day I drafted him. Nice little 1-yard rushing touchdown, but man, was he catching a lot of nice passes to start this game off, really starting to play well, putting up big numbers. He's special when he touches the football because he's won't even make you wait for it. Elite! Here we go with Dallas again. Oh, we got another field goal. This one a chippy from 42 from Mr. Aubrey. Okay, great. It's 10-6 Detroit. But then all of a sudden it was Demo. You know Demo, right? Faux show. Let's go Detroit with another skull. This is 17-6, kind of with 4 minutes or so left in the second quarter. Dallas puts together another drive, another 55-yard field. So the kicker has a 57, a 55, and a 42 in the first half. But you know what the rest of their team did? A whole bunch of nothing. Absolutely nothing. Don't tell me about the yard CeeDee Lamb had or a play here or there. 3 field goals in the first half. That ain't going to beat the Detroit Lions any day, especially on this day. Because the Lions said, you're going to leave us 50 seconds and probably a couple timeouts in our pocket? We're going to go right down the field, get ourselves in field goal range, and have our guy, Mr. Jake Bates, hit from 47 yards out like it was nothing. So 20-9 at half, playing really good ball. Quarterbacks playing well, accurate, throwing it around. Love to see it. In case I didn't mention earlier, Jameer Gibbs is doing his thing. We got J-Mo doing his thing, making some plays. That's always nice to see. Speaking of on defense, dude, for the Detroit Lions, you want to know why Dallas had 3 field goals and that's it? Because Jack Campbell was all over the football field. And don't give me this, that wasn't a safety. On our 18th camera view, I could see that a smidge of the football between there and the goal line. Get out of here with that junk, man. The guy's in the end zone with 2 feet. The ball is in the end zone for the majority, if not all, the tackle. Don't tell me the ball was a half a centimeter, millimeter outside the goal line when he barely started to contact the man. That's not how football is played. These stupid parsing it in ultra slow-mo 8K. You can make up anything you want. The NFL does, man. They just make stuff up and then try to justify it with their stooges in the booth or the announcers or both. That was ridiculous, man. Jack Campbell with a freaking safety got taken off the board, and that could have been a huge play. Instead of 2 points for the Lions and the football, it's a punt for Dallas, except that we go right down the field and score. So get out of here with that noise. But the Lions played great. They come out in the third quarter. I'm pretty sure this was where Dan Campbell's on the mic talking to the old, talking to the sideline reporter.
All right.
And, he's always so fired up, like spitting on the announcer, like yelling.
And I don't give a crap.
Saying stuff like that. And then also, like, he just says on the mic, hey, we're about to get a turnover right here. Go back down and score. And they cut away from the interview. And it's Derek, I can't spell my first name properly, Barnes with a picked ball. Should have housed it. Derek Barnes, I thought you were an athlete. I don't know how you got caught by some big old lineman or whoever ran you down. That's embarrassing. But anyway, heck of a play by Barnes. Should be Derek Barnes, just saying. But, makes the turnover. Sure enough, before you know it, I don't know if it's this drive, the next drive, whatever it was. Had to be this drive, I think. A little 12-yard pass to Vanilla Smooth. Isaac Tesla for a touchdown. 27-9. I've got this in the books. This is definitely looking like an easy dub for the Lions. But, this is where the haters come out. The Dallas Cowboys in the mid-third quarter go down the field, put a drive together, 9 plays, 65 yards, a 1-yard plunge from Javonte Williams, and people start shaking in their boots. Oh, it's 27-16. Oh, no, the Lions didn't score. They got another field goal, this time from 63 yards. Yes, I said that right, 63-yard field goal. Are you kidding me? 27-19. I was never worried. We go back in the fourth quarter. We get a Jake Bates field goal. Our defense is playing. How is this defense, incredible, can't cover coffee table, immaculate, Swiss cheese? I don't understand what's going on with the defense, but this was a game where they played really well. Okay, great. Ryan Finoli gets a 42-yard touchdown on a broken play. Brian Branch didn't know where to go. We'll get to him in a bit. And they just get an easy one up over the top. Oh my goodness, everybody. It's 30-27. The Lions are going to blow it to the Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys are hot. I'm not going to spend a ton of time on this because it's not worth a ton of time. But the Thursday night prime time, Mike Tirico. No, wait, not Mike Tirico. Mike Tirico is on my list, though, too, for just being annoying in a lot of different ways. The Al Michaels and Herb Street. The whole game are outwardly rooting for Dallas to not only win, come back. Why aren't they playing well? Giving no credit to Detroit. It was absolutely nauseating. And here when they're down, I don't know, let's go back a little bit, 27-9. These guys are just like, I'm hoping they can make this play and come back. You never count the Dallas Cowboys. 27-9. So when it got to 30-27, these guys are licking their chops thinking, oh, let's do it for the network. Let's do it for Amazon. Let's do it for the National Football League. Come on, Dallas. Are you freaking kidding me? What a damn embarrassment. Just never giving any love to the team that's balling on the football field, rooting for these top 5 love teams by the NFL. Oh, Gerald Jones, we got to make him happy. Yeah, we're going to slap him in the mouth because the minute they got within 3, the Lions got another touchdown from Jimmy Gibbs. 37-27 on a 10-yard rush. That was a 60-yard drive that took only a couple minutes. Oh, wow, imagine this. Cowboys have put a 13-play, 56-yard drive together, and they get a whopping field goal again from Aubrey, their best football player. Yes, CeeDee Lamb went out with a concussion. I don't know what George Pickens was doing. George Pickens wasn't running. He was running routes at like 20% speed. He had buttersticks, his Nike butterstick gloves on. He didn't want to get hit. He was wearing some type of turtleneck ski outfit under his helmet with the long neck that George Pickens has that just looks absolutely goofy. That's less swaggy than J-Mo in the pajama sleeves. And speaking of J-Mo, why are we rocking the ninja, the ninja mask under the helmet indoors? I mean, outside if it's freezing, it kind of looks cool. Inside, just looks kind of dumb. Somebody was said it's for the culture. I don't know what culture is that. Robbing bank culture? Is that I throw ninja stars at people culture? Is that I don't know what that is, but not a very good look for J-Mo, the pajama sleeves. But he's making plays, so I guess I don't care what he's wearing. But George Pickens was just absolute embarrassment, from his swagged out, terrible wannabe gear to his lack of effort to being scared and not wanting to get hit in this football game. What a jabron. And they were just like, oh, he's the best receiver in football. What a trait. And then he goes and does that, and you're like, oh, yeah, it's George Pickens. I remember that guy, that diva weirdo that used to play for the Steelers until they got rid of him for those exact reasons. Did I mention it's 37-30, and yet the announcers are still talking about a comeback, and they're going to do this, and this is going to happen. Oh, it's a one-score game. Until Jahmyr Gibbs scores again, this time untouched. Walk in, could have went backwards, could have done whatever you wanted. Went off the right side with Penei Sewell. A walk-in touchdown. 44-30, Detroit. That's a 14-point beatdown to a hot team, to a explosive offense in Dallas that everybody was so afraid of. That's a straight-up easy victory in the National Football League. You know what it is. Easy dub. That's what it is. That's what it was. That's what it will be. So Chuck the Magazine, my guy, I hit you up before this game. You had enough respect and enough sense to say that you knew your team was going to come up short. You knew Detroit was going to take this in their house, and that's exactly what happened, and that's exactly what I knew said was going to happen as well. So we're both geniuses. Dubsky for Detroit, Jared Goff, 25 for 34, 309 and a tug, Demo, faux show, let's go, another sco, here we go. Only touched the football 6 times, but to see him get in the end zone and run a few people over was tremendous. J-Mo.
This episode is brought to you by NBA on Prime. The NBA on Prime is back with an exciting week of Emirates NBA Cup action. The knockout rounds begin with quarterfinal doubleheaders on Tuesday and Wednesday night. Then it's a semifinal doubleheader on Saturday. And it all culminates with the championship game next Tuesday night, only on Prime. If you're not a Prime member, sign up for a 30-day free trial to get started today. Restrictions apply. See Amazon.com/Amazon Prime for details.
This episode is presented by State Farm. Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing the protection of an offensive guard on the football field, but getting an elementary school crossing guard. Sure, they're both guards, but you can only trust one to keep your quarterback safe when the game is on the line. So don't settle for just any insurance when there's State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
This episode is brought to you by McAfee.
Yes! Playoff tickets! Just need to click here and... Wait, what? Fake site? Good thing McAfee threw the red flag. That would have been $400 gone.
McAfee blocks risky sites so you don't pay for seats and other things that don't exist. Plans start at just $39.99 for your first year. That's cheaper than parking on game day. Learn more at McAfee.com/online protection.
When the holidays start to feel a bit repetitive, reach for a Sprite Winter Spiced Cranberry and put your twist on tradition. A bold cranberry and winter spice flavor fusion, Sprite Winter Spiced Cranberry is a refreshing way to shake things up this sipping season. And only for a limited time. Sprite, obey your thirst.
The Who's Down in Who Newville were making their list, but some didn't know Walmart has the best brands for their gifts.
What about toys? Do they have brands kids have been wanting all year?
Yep, Barbie, Tony's, and Lego. Gifts that will make them all cheer.
Do you mean they have all the brands I adore?
They have Nintendo, Nespresso, Apple, and more.
What about...
So the Who answered questions from friends till they were blue. Each one listened and shouted, from Walmart? Who knew? Shop gifts from top brands for everyone on your list in the Walmart app.
Oh, I mean, 7 grabs. What do you have, like just under 100 yards? Dude's got 45 for 802 and 6 tugs, 6 tutties here in 2025. I mean, you gotta love what he's doing. The last 4, here's his last 5 games. 7 for 119, 7 for 88, 3 for 0. Huh? 7 for 144 and 7 for 96. That's what I'm talking about, JMO. How you got 3 for 0 or whatever, I don't know. But I want to see you putting up those numbers, getting big time games, and I need you more consistent with that 50 to 75 at a minimum. I don't want any more goose eggs. So he played well. Oh, did I mention Muhammad? Wagner, who is like mythical now in this show, dubs the Prophet, which is very pathetic because the Prophet has been balling and unleash El Quadine, 3 sacks, balling out, all hustle, and Jack Campbell was an absolute demon all over the field. Not only like blowing people up with physicality, running to the football, and I believe he had a punch-out fumble as well. So 12 tackles, 6 solos, forced fumble, whatever. Like, dude was tremendous across the board. You got to love it. What a great win. I was so fired up after this game. I don't even think I slept. I just, like, watched the game, listened to post-game, tweeted out a bunch of craziness, made fun of the Cowboys, told them to get out of our city, Detroit versus everybody, and then went straight to the office. And you know, took care of business. So everybody, that was a tremendous victory. The Detroit Lions are now 8-5, right in the mix. You know, I said it on this show, I'll continue to say it. I am not afraid of Chicago Bears. The Cheddarheads, the mozzarella sticks in Green Bay are not as good as they think they are or other people think they are. They show up big sometimes. Other times they don't show up at all. So Detroit's going to be right in this, hopefully to the final game when we travel to Soldier Field and beat the piss out of Benedict Johnson, Caleb with his fingernails, and all those other wimps they got on that football team. Oh, but hold on. But Gray taking his shirt off. He's got a motto that he's yelling. It's Benedict. This dude is a complete joke. Like, when he was here in Detroit, he shut his mouth because he knew Dan Campbell was the alpha and called gimmick plays and put up a bunch of points. Now he goes over to Chicago, gets a couple wins, and the dude's going all gimmick, yelling out stupid mantras, ripping his shirt off, acting like he's the big dog now. Dan Campbell is going to come into your house and take you out, and he doesn't give a crap what you say, what you look like, what you do.
And I don't give a crap.
He's going to take out your kneecaps, buddy.
We're going to bite a kneecap off. We're going to smile at you. We're going to take your other kneecap. We're going to smile at you. And when we do, we're going to take another hunk out of you. We're going to be the last one standing. All right? That's going to be the mentality.
By the time this season's done, the Detroit Lions have a great chance, and I think will be the last one standing in the division, as well as getting the fan base super hype. Drink some of that Detroit Koolaid, everybody.
Drink it in, man.
Side of cornbread.
Cornbread.
Make it a double.
Cornbread.
Because what's more fun than going 15-2 and being the number 1 seed? It's thinking that everybody counting you out of the playoffs, you making a crazy run, you beating a division rival in the final game in their house to not only win the division but get to the playoffs, and then start doing damage with, I don't know, 1 road win, 2 road wins, a home dub, a Super Bowl appearance. It's all in front of the Lions. I understand the injuries. They're piling up. They're at key positions with key players. My boy, Brian Branch. Very unfortunate. Torn Achilles in this football game. It looked like a whole nothing burger of a play. I was yelling at him actually because I couldn't believe he didn't pick the pass off. It was a tipped ball in the end zone. He just kind of got his hands on it. Then he kind of just fumbled it and fell down. I have no idea how he tore his Achilles on that play, but I hate it for the player, the person, our fan base, myself who reps a Brian Branch jersey most of the time on game days. Very unfortunate, but everybody, I just went 20 minutes on this Dallas Cowboy beatdown. This absolute embarrassment of Dak Prescott, CD, George Pickens. How many times did Bland at cornerback get his ankles broken? James Houston found his way into a sack, and then most of the haters are probably like, "Oh, we never should have got rid of him." Yeah, it's James Houston, bro. Javonte Williams had a ho-hum game. Like, their defense was Swiss, cheddar, mozzarella, whatever you want to call it. We put up 44 and we kind of sleptwalked through some of this game, I felt like. But a hell of a performance. Great win. Had to have it. Felt they had it all the way. And now you turn your sights to the Los Angeles Rams, which I'm going to get to in a moment. I'm going to give you real quick news and notes, which is the Lions cut loose of, I don't know, the Ross Dwellys of the world and some other people you probably heard of that are heading straight to the bowling alley, and picked up other bowling alley candidates for depth, or guys that have been around, guys that came and had a cup of coffee, maybe played well. But they added a guy named Devontae Kazee, or that's what Dan Campbell called him, Kazee. It sounded like kazoo when he said it, but I think it's KZ. This dude was a ball hawk in college. I wanted him in that draft. Passed up on him. He went to Atlanta. He's bounced around a little bit, but when he's got a chance to play, he's found his way to get footballs. He's probably not the most physical. I don't think he's that big, but the guy can play ball. He really can. So I expect KZ to need a little seasoning, but hopefully if the coaches see something in him and he's healthy and ready to go, he come in here and help them at safety. Kerbo, I hope you get back. That's TBD if you ask me, but we'll see. I hope he feels well, and I know he'll play well if he comes back and get his hands on some footballs, which we could really use, especially with my boy Brian Branch. Unfortunately, out, not only out for the year, man, out for most of next year too, which is crazy. Hate that for him. We're just going to have to outscore people. Shep's going to have to figure out how to replicate this kind of defensive performance instead of the one against Green Bay and a few other times this year where we couldn't stop anyone. So, everybody, I'm hyped up. That's what I got for this gimmick Cowboy review. Great dub, easy dub. I'll be back after the break talking about a small little bit of fantasy football, and then a lot about Lions, Rams, 4 o'clock, Sunday afternoon in LA. Gotta have it. Everybody, I'll be right back.
This episode is brought to you by LinkedIn. Healthcare professionals can lead their careers with LinkedIn. Discover jobs by specialty, preferred shifts, and even desired salary. From mental health therapists to radiology technicians, it's now faster and easier for healthcare professionals to find the right fit. Learn more at linkedin.com/healthcare. Side effects may include faster job placement, improved work-life balance, and increased career satisfaction.
Here's my 30-second story with Guinness. As soon as my sister and I get home for the holidays, we don't even unpack. We head straight to our pub. The bartender already knows our order, Guinness and fries. We laugh all night, catch up with old friends, and walk home with faces sore from smiling. It's one of my favorite nights of the year. That was my 30-second story with Guinness.
Guinness Draft Stout. Please enjoy responsibly. Imported by Diageo Beer Company, USA, New York, New York.
Oh, Hilton stay, your beds are soft and cozy. No lumpy couch, no stiff futon, no shower line at crack of dawn. Oh, Hilton stay, oh, Hilton stay.
When you want holiday comfort you can count on, it matters where you stay. Enjoy comfortable rooms and friendly service when you stay with Hilton instead. Save up to 25% this season when you book with Hilton. Hilton for the stay. Terms apply.
The McDonald's snack wrap is back. You brought it back. Ranch snack wrap. Spicy snack wrap. You broke the internet. For a snack. Snack wrap is back. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Okay, Chad. Today you're gonna drive the all-electric Toyota BZ.
But my electric vehicle phobia. I'm not ready, Dr. Ross.
I believe in you.
Oh my gosh. We're inside it.
Try to take deep breaths, okay?
The ventilated seats, they're touching me.
You can do this, Chad. Drive the car. How do you feel, Chad?
I feel cured. Woohoo! I'm doing it! I'm doing it!
The all-electric BZ. One drive can change your mind. Toyota. Let's go places.
All right, everybody. This goes out to my fantasy football fans out there. Now, you probably heard about Reality Sports Online, the most powerful fantasy sports platform where owners can build and manage their fantasy team like a real NFL general manager. But the question is, have you tried it? I mean, we're talking free agency, multi-year contracts, rookie drafts, multi-team trades. You could put franchise tags on guys. It's as close as you're going to get to being an NFL GM. But do you think it sounds complicated? It's not. I'm here to tell you it's the best thing about Reality Sports Online is it's just more fun than your normal fantasy league, but it doesn't take barely any more time. After all this, are you still not sure? I mean, come on now. You can test your general manager skills by going over to Reality Sports Online, call it RSO. Please go check out realitysportsonline.com right now.
REI Co-op presents a perfect outdoor moment with the perfect gift. Picture this. You're ripping with your favorite person. Bluebird skies, blower powder, and frankly, you're skiing like legends.
So sick. Another lap?
Thanks to REI's curation, from lid to sticks, you nailed the gift.
No way. How'd you know?
Does it get more perfect than that? Give without guessing. Shop in store or visit rei.com.
As a contractor, I don't pay for materials I don't use. So why would I pay for stuff I don't need in my mobile plan? That's why my Biz plan from Verizon Business is so perfect. Now I can choose exactly what I want, and I only pay for what I need.
Right now, with my Biz plan, get our best price, as low as $25 a line. Visit verizon.com/business to get started today. New lines only. Price per month with 5+ lines. Includes autopay and paper-free billing and promotional discount. Taxes, fees, economic adjustment charge. Applicable add-ons, prices, and terms apply. Guarantee applies to base monthly rate and stated discounts only. Add-on prices additional. Offers in January 5th, 2026.
Experience a membership that backs what you're building with American Express Business Platinum. Enjoy complimentary access to the American Express Global Lounge Collection and a welcome offer of 200,000 points after you spend $20,000 on purchases on the card within your first 3 months of membership. American Express Business Platinum. There's nothing like it. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/business-platinum.
Don't chew on that, Max.
Cooper loves that chew too.
Oh, now he's into Cooper's food. Wow, he is loving it. What do you feed Cooper?
Blue Buffalo Life Protection Formula. He never leaves a crumb. I love it because it's made with high-quality protein, nutrient-rich fruits and veggies, and wholesome whole grains.
Looks like we're switching to Blue.
Blue Buffalo foods are made with the superior ingredients your dog needs to thrive. Can your dog food say that? Visit feedbluefood.com to learn more.
Popeye's Scary Good new Freddy Fazbear Box has garlic palm tenders and cheesy bites with marinara sauce. Try it before it's too late. And see Five Nights at Freddy's 2, only in theaters. Love that chicken from Popeyes. Limited time at participating U.S. restaurants.
Kool-Aid drinkers, I'm back. Thank you so much for checking out the show, repping the show, sharing the show, hollering at the show. Life's been crazy, very busy, as I know we all are very busy, so that's no excuse. But been trying to at least hit up the flagship show, doing a few less Kool-Aid packets for the time being, but as this team continues to win, 4 games left, playoffs on the horizon, even if they don't make the playoffs, we go and load up and roll in with a crazy good team next year. I'm feeling good across the board, but I just want to hit real quick on the Detroit Koolaid Cast Fantasy League. We do it every year. It's 20 teams, 20 players per team, best ball, which means draft and obtain the best team you can. Each week you will get the top scorers at the available positions. You don't have to start a lineup. You get the best of the best. It's very competitive. You're digging for talent. It's very fun draft, but it's very much a crapshoot too of how your team does. You really can't stash people away if they get hurt. It's a lot of fun. It really is. And we appreciate all the people that have been in it. I think this is 3 or 4 years running now, maybe even longer. I don't even know. But I want to give a shout out to Justin Hetch, Hecht. So I probably didn't pronounce that right. But Justin's a great dude. He popped up on the radar, I think, this last year, found the Kool-Aid Cast, hit me up with a Twitter DM, was like, love the show, I love fantasy football, I need to get in some of your leagues. I let him in. I think he's in multiple leagues, or maybe because he got in late, he just got in this one. Justin showed up big, man. I'm trying to pull up these rankings right now. This dude, top of the standings, 11-3. Looks like, I'm trying to look, very high points for, just played really well throughout the year. 11-3, really good. Shout out to my guy, Coach Jones, there in second place. 10-4, awesome record. Sam Adams, analyst. This dude's been in my leagues for multiple, probably 2, 3, 4 years now, ever since we've been doing this. Showed up nice, 10-4, ripping off 4 dubs to end the season. We got Fantasy Guru coming in 4th at 9-5. You got the Stash showing up, 9-5, 2 big dubs at the end of the year.
I'm a run.
The dude that did that live on a voicemail. What I loved about Stash's team this year is he got off to a hot start where he's 3-0 or something. He started talking noise. He started trying to nitpick rules. And then he went on this huge losing streak where I think he was out of the playoffs, or he lost 3 in a row or something like that. But he showed up big, 2 dubs to end the year, 9-5. Great record for Stash. We got T.S. Wood 42, my guy. This is a great dude too. He's always very competitive. He was at the top of the standings and then somewhat tumbled all the way down to 6th seed here in the playoffs. But great team, very quality individual. And then coming in 7th out of 8th for playoff spots is the co-host at Chops in the D, Detroit Chopper, with an 8-6 record. He finished on a loss, which I may or may not. Well, yeah, I'll definitely get to it here in a moment. And then rounding out the playoffs team, Trevor Tyler. Again, my guys in multiple leagues, very competitive. Sometimes at the top of the standings, sometimes at lower. He's actually kind of been rebuilding a few teams in some of my dynasties. He's showing up big now, and he sneaks in the playoffs. But man, your boy Okri had a tough season. Made a trade for Brandon Ayuk early. That did not work out well. Added Joe Mixon. Thought he'd come back at some point in free agency. He never showed up. I had Matty Statty. I had Barkley. I had a lot of good football players across the board. And every week I just ran into a buzzsaw. Here's the thing. I usually don't do this, but I will just because I see it. I got 1630 for points against. Justin up there at the top of standings, 1430. So just a little 200 plus points against there for the two teams. So that'll cost you. I'm not going to boo-hoo or boola my way, but I think I looked at it recently. I lost 4 or 5 matchups all within less than 3 points each week. So some by a point and a half, some by 1, some by the last play of the game. So I finished at 6-8. But I had this thing that says 1W right next to my name, and that's because at the end of the year, which I wish would have been to get in or get out of the playoffs for both of us, was me versus at Chops in the D. Choppy's already in the playoffs. Lucky him, because this matchup wasn't even a matchup. This was a mismatch. Fantasy football flavor, GM'd by your boy Oakrey here, dropped 171 points. And Detroit Chopper, from hashtag what Choppy said, scored 98 points. So I only almost doubled him up. I only beat him by about 80 some. I mean, you know what it is. I mean, that's just hashtag Oakrey knows ball versus that dude that says woo-wee a lot. I mean, you knew that was a mismatch from day one. Woo-wee! Hashtag Oakrey likey. So there's that. I mean, we always have fun. Chops beat me in one of our other leagues. He's bowed out of all my other leagues, and he can't understand why in my ESPN I won the regular season. In my RFL 8 team, I was second place. Made the playoffs in 2 RSO 32 teamers. Number 1 seed in PFF All 22. Made the playoffs in PFF on my fantasy league. I did 3 underdog best balls this year. All of them I finished in first or second place, and I still have a chance at big money in a couple of those, which would be incredible. And gosh, I'm trying to think what else. I got a couple other doozies where I was right at the top. So a tremendous year for your boy Oakrey, except in the league that I created, the DKC, the Detroit Koolaid Cast Fantasy League, where I went 6-8 and missed the playoffs. Terrible. Tell him, Charles.
That's terrible.
But good luck to all the playoff teams, and thank you everybody for doing that. We don't have a ton of time to put in all these extras we love to do for the pod, but doing fantasy football, competing, once you guys are usually in my leagues, it's love it when you're able to get in a couple other leagues or compete in some of these dynasties. They're just a ton of fun, and everybody really enjoys themselves. So I just appreciate all the ball knowers out there that join these, respectable humans. We're not out here yelling at each other, complaining. We're just putting in our best roster, competing at a high level. Whoever wins, wins. Whoever doesn't, makes excuses. You know how it goes. But love fantasy football. It's been a really fun year. We'll see how the playoffs shake out for me. Hopefully I'll get some potato chips when it's all said and done, as well as just real fun putting up all these W's. And even the heartbreaking losses have been not fun, but it's just crazy how fantasy football goes down for sure. I've had some bad beats, but I've had some great wins too. All right, so let's get to Lions at Rams, 4 p.m. All I wrote down was big game. I saw an interview, and again, I'm not going to do my Rich Eisen rant, but Rich Eisen is the worst interviewer on the planet. You want to know why? Because every question that Rich Eisen asks, he kind of mumbles and does his little pretentious, uppity, smug, voice that those people do that have lots of money and don't realize what it is to be a real human. But what I hate about Rich Eisen is that he asks every question, and as he ends the question, he starts mumbling and re-asking it, and then he always ends with, Matthew? It's like his cue that now the other person can talk. Does the guy not know that he does this every time I see an interview from him? And it's not like once during the interview. It's every question. He talks for 3 minutes. He asks the question 2 or 3 different ways. And then he ends it with the person's name as hey, person, Matthew, Mike, Jim. You have to say your name after the end of every question saying, I'm done now, you may speak. The person knows when you're done with the question, you dope. Just ask the question and get the hell out of the way and let them answer. They're the star, not you. But Rich Eisen interviewed Matty Statty and was like, hey, Matthew, hey, Matthew. And it's like, he asked him about the Lions, and Statty Patty said, "Oh, I'm not too worried. I don't think about it. I used to be all juiced up." Oh, is that when we beat you in the playoffs? Is that when you were juiced up, when you were yelling and saying F-bombs to the crowd, and then your wife said we yelled at your kids, and then you stormed out and didn't give Detroit any love? Was that time? Or was it the other time when you came to our house for the season opener and we whooped you in overtime and sent you packing when you thought you were going to get a lick back there too? Was it one of those? Or was it that time you beat us when we were rebuilding back like 3-4 years ago? The dude is a great player. He can throw the football in a keyhole. He was pretty stand-up dude when he was here, and then he left and started talking noise. He got some fake chompers in his mouth. He starts being all bitter and trying to act too cool for school. Oh, great, you got a Super Bowl. Hey, you might get an MVP. But the fact the Lions are up 2-1 on you, about to be 3-1, yeah, no wonder you don't care about this. It's just another football game, because you realize you ain't tough enough. You can't handle it, buddy.
They can't handle me. They ain't tough enough yet. I'll put him down to his knees, buddy. Yeah, I understand. I got it in my head, dude.
Exactly, Beetle. So, Stafford's going to do what he does. He's got great weapons on the outside. I mean, Devontae Adams has the best routes and the best get-off in the game. You got my guy, Puka Nacua from BYU. I told you about him before the draft. I should have drafted him in a couple dynasty leagues. The Lions could have had him multiple times. They passed up on him. And dude's been nothing but sensational when he's healthy in the National Football League. He can catch it. He can run it. He's tough. He's got stickum for hands. He's a great player. The Rams have Kyron Williams and my guy Blake Corum. You know what it is. Hashtag Go Blue. These dudes have a nasty defensive line. They got hustle linebackers. They got corners that get after the football. This team, I'm trying to look right now. The LA Rams are 10-3. The Los Angeles Rams, bunch of wimps, are 5-1 at home. They also went on the road and lost to the Carolina Panthers. Let's not forget. Almost lost to, who else almost beat these bums? A couple other teams on their schedule. I don't even care enough. Well, yes, actually I do. We'll pull up their record. They had a bunch of little squeakers that they got done. So you barely beat the Texans.
Meet the computer you can talk to. With Copilot on Windows, working, creating, and collaborating is as easy as talking. Got writer's block? Share your screen with Copilot Vision to help spark inspiration, and use Copilot Voice to have a conversation and brainstorm ideas. Or maybe you need some tech help. With Copilot Vision, Copilot sees what you see. Let Copilot talk you through step-by-step guidance so you can master new apps, games, and skills faster. Try now at windows.com/Copilot.
Say hello to the all-new Alexa Plus and see how Alexa can do so much more for you. Need tickets to see your favorite artist? Craving your comfort restaurant? Just sit back, relax, and talk naturally. Alexa's on it. It learns your style, anticipates what's next, and makes it happen across Echo, Fire TV, and more. Learn more at amazon.com/new Alexa.
Who's the other loss? You lost to the Panthers by 3. You squeaked out a lot of these wins. You beat Seattle by 2. What else is on their schedule here? You lost to the 49ers by 3 when they had nobody healthy. So, Matt Stafford's putting up great numbers. He really is. That's a nice record to be 10-3, but this is no juggernaut to me. This is a very good football team, an explosive offense with a pretty good defense. Playing in SoFi Stadium is not a tough place to play. The toughest part is the travel. You got to get on a plane. It's a long trip. Other than that, there'd be a lot of Lions fans there, a bunch of other fans that don't know ball, that'd be sitting there sipping a martini or not even watching the game. So there's no reason the Lions can't come in and, feel very confident that they can win in this type of stadium. Beautiful stadium, by the way. I'd love to check it out, but a terrible place if you're talking home field advantage. It's not the Den That's for damn sure. I'm looking at this matchup predictor on ESPN. Look at this. The mighty Rams at 10-3 and the somewhat, fledgling Lions until they won a couple and started playing better ball, and now people are scared of them again at 8-5. This is almost a coin flip game. 57% for the Rams, 42% basically for your Lions. So 57, 42, 43%. Like, this is not a, what's the spread? The Lions are like 5-point dogs. The Lions are, I don't even understand NFL like lines, because it's always like a point, 3 points, 4 points is a blowout, 5 points is like, man, they're disrespecting you. Like, if this is a 5-point game or less, that's a damn close game in the NFL. That's not some blowout. That's not some, this was a mismatch game. No. And the fact that the NFL usually does come down to the final possession, or games are within 1, 2, 3, 4 points, is a testament to the competitiveness and the all-out like parity in the league. But this is gonna be a heck of a football game. I expect the Lions defense to get sliced up quite a bit. They're still banged up at corner. Now you're trying to figure out, I don't even know. It doesn't sound good for Kerbo. Dan Campbell recently said he's got to put a couple practices together, and he just seems like every time he gets out on the practice field, he's out for another week or two. So I'm not holding my breath, but I did hear he was in good spirits, which is good to hear. After 2 weeks ago, where people said he's retired, he can never play football again. This is a 4:25 kick. It's the prime time, big time game on Fox. It's, if the Lions defense gets shredded up, like, you want to know who's going to shred up the Rams defense? Jared Goff. I'm on Raw. Hashtag JMO Fast. Jameer Gibbs. Demo. Tesla. Isaac Tesla, to me, is an enigma right now. He's got like 7 catches. 4 of those are touchdowns. 2 of those are one-handed, spectacular, top 10 catches of all time type of plays. He's got the best hair in football. He's got crazy confidence for a dude who was unknown basically in college football and hasn't done much, but he seems ultra confident in him, his team, and seems like he could be a damn good player for a long time, but we haven't really seen it. So, I don't know. I mean, we have a great offense. The offensive line, here's a quick Oakrey take / rant on our O-line. The fact that we lost the best center in the game, Frank Ragnow, was he beat up? Did I wish him well in retirement? Yes, because he was battling that toe. He was all beat up. He didn't want to play, I guess. So I wished him well. Did I expect us to be better from day one? No. Did I say that Brad, always over business Holmes, maybe did a genius move and actually replenish / get way younger and way cheaper on the O-line on the sneaky? But it might take some time. Yes, if you want to go check the tape, that's basically what I said. He was able to add, the last couple years, he added Miles Frazier. He added Tate Rat. They can swing Penei Sewell to left if they need to. Taylor Decker was re-signed. He added other resources like Manu and who's the other interior player? Christian Mahogany on the inside. So the only thing this team is really missing is a dominant center and having that dominant, never have to worry about it left tackle. Because let's be honest, Taylor Decker has been hurt and battling through injuries, but he's got beat quite a few times where he's put on his ass or he's beat clean and is getting Jared Goff blown up. And I will agree with @Chops in the D that the last couple of games, even though Goff has been better at times, dude half the time drops back and hasn't 3 guys coming at him just ready to crush him. So it's hard to scan the field or drop dimes when you can't even survey the field and you're getting cremated back in the pocket. So with that being said, though, like if you give me an O-line, let's say next year, with some seasoning now for Tate Rat, Miles, Mahogany, let's say you got a rejuvenated Taylor Decker on the left, Penne on the right, and your interior is Mahogany and Ratledge with Miles Frazier as your swing interior player, and you get a big-time center, whether it be in the draft, free agency, whatever. That's a damn good O-line right there. That's, like I said, younger, cheaper, higher upside. Got them for years to come. And something that Detroit fans need to realize is that just because it doesn't happen day one or exactly when you want to, doesn't mean these guys can't play ball. A lot of NFL guys, the first year you're learning, you're picking up the physicality, you're knowing your teammates, you're still expected to play and play at a pretty high level, but you really take that jump between year one and year two. So if you show you can be out there and be somewhat productive in year one, you're probably going to be a damn good starter in year two and hopefully a really good football player in years three, if not Pro Bowl or top 10 in the league type player. So that's not off the table for Ratledge, Mahogany, or Frazier at this point. Taylor Decker, let's say he rides off into the sunset. You swing Penne to left. You put Miles, you put Mahogany at left guard. You find that center again. You keep Tate Rat at right. You see, I don't know if Miles Frazier has played right tackle. I think he played tackle in college, so you probably test that out. But you can go get another player or draft a guy, and you already got an interior plus a couple young swing tackles that you've developed, plus some guys on the depth chart that you like Awasika and some of these other guys. So I'm not really down on the Lions O-line as a whole. I'm down on some of their play and them getting our quarterback blown up and not pushing the pocket like we're used to. But I didn't expect it to happen. So let's say the Lions protect decently well. You know, they don't let Fisk and Jared Verse and the other interior rushers, some of them escape me right now, some of their names. I'm not a, Los Angeles Rams honk, but, they got some good players up there. If you can hold them off, you should be able to put up points. The Rams, to me, are a team that, yes, they're going to put up points, but Matty Statty is due for some turnovers. He's very good at that, especially when the ball game's on the line. He hasn't been tested much this year. He's had some pretty easy wins, some of those close losses that I mentioned, some of those bad losses that I mentioned. So if you can turn the heat up on him, get him rattled, he'll definitely throw it away. He don't want to get touched. You'd hate to mess up those teefas of his or get his wife upset. So, he's going to be throwing the ball away and probably inaccurate on balls like he used to be here in Detroit. Jared Goff can hit his guys in stride, get it to Jahmyr Gibbs and put up points. I see this being a really fun game, kind of lots of stars on both sides of the field, lots of fun plays. I would think the Lions probably have a few gadgets in their back pocket here to put the pressure on the Rams. I would say this game is both teams in the 30s to me. The Lions seem to put up 30 to 40 pretty dang easily, but they also give up 25 to 35 pretty easily, where I'm just sitting there going, man, we got nobody in the screen. But the weird part is, the more Terrion Arnold isn't out on the field, the stickier coverage has gotten. The more of these backups that are in, the more turnovers we start getting all of a sudden. So maybe they can put on a performance like they did against Tampa Bay and Baker Mayfield and just show up and show out in this game. But I have this game as 35 for the Lions, 34 for the Rams, a 1-point dub. I don't know how it happens. I don't even know how you get to 34, but I just see it being a buzzer beater. Rams think they have it. Lions find a way to put themselves in position. Maybe a deep field goal by Jake Bates gives them that 1-point dubski, and the Lions run off the field celebrating. They would be 9-5. Rams 10-4. Eagles just lost. The Bears are going to clunk up the end of the season. The Cheddars and the mozzarella sticks due to lose one or two bad ones. and we'll be right in it when it's all said and done. And like I said, I can go either way. If they make a magical run, I'm happy. If they fall a little bit short, I know we got a hell of a football team and we damn good anyway. So everybody, Chops telling me he was sick 10 minutes before the show, me having 4 bullet points that were gimmick review, news and notes, DKC fantasy football, and Lions at Rams with nothing else written down. That's 45 plus minutes from your boy talking Lions, giving you a few drops here and there, giving you some gimmickatry, but telling you why I'm so hyped about this damn good football team that we got that's starting to get rolling. This is a big game. We want it. It's obviously one you could drop, but even if you drop it, you can still get the rest of your games and probably find yourself sneaking into the playoffs. But if you get this one, we got some bigger goals than that. Still trying to be kings of the north. Everybody, that's what I got. I'll catch you next time right here on the Detroit Koolaid Cast. Okay, everybody. I'm out.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. You know, I think you know what? You know, it starts with me. You know, it starts with me.
Matthew Stafford, rest in peace. Again.